From the Opubco Studios in Oklahoma City, this is OSU Basketball with John Helsley. I'm Jenni Carlson. John, unfortunately, a disappointing loss for the Cowboys, almost to the end of their non-conference slate. They go to Rhode Island and lose. We were maybe reminded of just how important James Anderson is. He fouls out. Can't really lose a guy like that. How big a loss was this, and was that sort of a reminder coming out of this game?
I think it was a reminder. I mean, James, like you say, is a guy, he's their leading scorer. He's a guy that they will put on the toughest offensive player a lot of times in a game, and he only plays 26 minutes, scores 10 points. He's kind of the glue that holds everything together for OSU. So if you're going to lose somebody, then they've got veteran players who are important, but he's the one guy that I think is critical to always have there and always have him playing well.
They finish up non-conference play tomorrow night against Coppin State, and then a home game to open Big 12 play against Texas Tech. How important is this game, and what kind of matchup could this be on Saturday?
Well, it's a big game because Tech is really one of the surprises of the Big 12 so far. I think Pat Knight was a little bit on the hot seat coming into this year. Hadn't done a lot, had kind of been handed that job from his dad, but they've played very well. He's kind of changed his style a little bit, and so they're one of the hot teams in the league. You've got yourself playing a home game to start. You got to win the home games in the Big 12 if you really want to contend, and so it's a big game right out of the gate for the Cowboys.
As if that wasn't a big game, well, they're going to follow up with Bedlam on a big Monday in Norman. This looks like a winnable game, though, for the Cowboys. OU struggling a little bit. They're 8-5 right now. Is this, talk about winnable games, is this a truly winnable Bedlam for OSU?
I think it is. I think they match up well. I think it's a good matchup for OSU. It's a game where, again, your veterans have to play well, but they've got some guys, Marshall Moses, James Anderson, Obi Manello, that have been in that environment and been in this kind of game. So they've got some guys that kind of know what's going to happen down there. And then again, though, it's Bedlam, and we know what happens in Bedlam. But if you can win the home game, go in there and win a Bedlam game, a couple of nights later, you've really got yourself off to a great start in the league.
Thanks, John. Stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.
Let's see it.